Episode 102 of the Shower Party Podcast, joined by Brandon Sanders. I'm Liam Salvage. What's the weather outside? It is 70 degrees and cloudy here in California. I went to see the Garfield movie, an early access screening of the Garfield movie with my girlfriend. And boy, are my arms tired.
What?
I don't know.
Where your arms are tired. Okay.
It's kind of like a triple entendre if you think about it. I could be either A, I beat my girlfriend at the Garfield movie. That's option number one.
I don't think anybody's assuming that.
Well, I'm just throwing it out there. It's a triple entendre. You have to assume what everyone's thinking. Okay. The second entendre, it's that I walked on my hands and knees to get there, so my arms are tired from that. And the third one is that I jerked off during the Garfield movie, and that's improbable. The cat isn't nearly hot enough for that. So
the cat's pretty hot, if we're being real here.
But he's not nearly hot enough.
Slopped up eating that lasagna.
Not nearly hot enough to jerk off to. There weren't enough gorging scenes for me, to be honest. He didn't gorge himself with lasagna near enough for me to come.
I thought that's what he was all about, though.
This movie,
was all the gorging and enlargement scenes.
The gorging only was limited to like the first 5 minutes and like the last 5 minutes. Other than that, not a lot of gorging going on. So if you ask me, it wasn't necessarily a Garfield movie, more of like a separate universe where he only gorges every couple of days.
Yeah. And if you're trying to get your nut off, you get 5 minutes here, and then an hour and a half later, you get another 5 minutes to work with. That's nothing, dude. You can't get that done.
If I were to watch the Garfield movie for the purpose of coming, I would be so disappointed. And I'm saying
that's what I went in there hoping for.
Yeah.
Then I'd be disappointed. But
that's my letterboxd review of the movie. If you come into the Garfield expecting to come, it's not for you.
It's not for you, dude.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was a new Garfield movie out.
Yeah, voiced by Chris Pratt, the one and only. Not only is he Mario, but he's also the beloved Garfield. Couldn't come to either of those movies. So.
He's just doing animated films now? Is that his motive?
It's like he told his agents, hey, I want to do movies that no one can come to anymore. It's like he went up to them and was like, hey, there's too many movies that people could come to that I'm in. I want to lower that down to 0.
He was like, Jurassic World really put me in the realm of everybody's jerking off during the release of my films.
Yeah.
I want to stop that. I want to be kid-friendly again. No more coming.
Yeah.
AMC's people are still going to try, I'll tell you that much.
AMC's telling us the floors are too sticky after all of my movies. So, I get vored by a velociraptor. That's no good anymore. I want to be a nice, lovable cat that doesn't gorge himself very often, despite all the comics of him gorging himself.
Right. Usually, we'd be hoping for a lot of gorging, but he's taking a step outside of his box. He's breaking the mold.
Another fun thing was that the Garfield movie was kind of racist.
Was it?
It was a nice,5family flick with, you learn to love your family despite your circumstances. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden, Garfield's in the pound, which they do relate to as if it's prison for animals. And then all of a sudden, all of the other cats that were in there were black.
Oh. Okay.
They didn't have...
Every single one?
They weren't black cats, but they all had black voices.
Now, I got to ask an honest question.
Yeah.
Does the racism come into play with the fact that maybe all of the jail cats were voiced by black actors and that was like a racist play to put them all in that role? Or was it the fact that you are assuming that they're black?
No, I'm going to give you one guess on one of the big names that was one of the cats in jail. I'll give you one guess as to who it was.
Denzel Washington.
Snoop Dogg.
It was Snoop Dogg. Okay, yeah.
Denzel Washington played the abandoned dad, like the dad that abandoned Garfield.
Oh, really?
Yes.
He was in the movie? Damn.
Yeah, he played the cat that abandoned Garfield as a child. Through and through, this is a very racist movie. They're like, what's the blackest actor we can put in jail? And the whitest black actor we could put to be his abandoned father.
Yeah. Now, was it all animated, or were there like real humans in it?
No, they actually had Snoop Dogg in jail. Yeah.
No, I meant like obviously. Okay, but yeah, but
you mean like John,
Garfield's fucking owner, John? Yeah, was he a real life person?
No, he was animated. So I just like that you can go see a nice family flick, but then for the adults, they're like, they made all the guys black in prison, and they made the abandoned father black.
Which is fucked up. Which studio produced this, man?
Can
we air him out? Can we air him out?
There was like Garfield 5 studios that produced this. It was very funny. Like it was just like 4 solid minutes of just all the production companies popping up in the front.
They really put a lot of work in. That script went through a lot of hands just to say, yeah, hire all the black people. Was his dad a good cat?
He was a good cat. Just, circumstances.
Just bad circumstances.
He was hard knock life. He was actually a criminal.
He was hard.
Like, canonically, his dad is a criminal.
Okay,
canonically, his dad's a black criminal, and he abandoned his son.
Yeah.
They did not pull any punches on making this film.
Fucking Garfield, man.
It's wild.
I don't think we ever got any of that info in the comic strips, I'll tell you what.
No, we did not.
So, can I get the full, numbered review? What do you rate this? What do you rate this one?
Out of 10, I'm going to give it a solid 5. Not enough gorging. I wanted to see Garfield eat for an hour and a half. Mm-hmm. Didn't see that.
Yeah.
2, kind of racist. Very funny for me, but I can see from the bird's eye view, it was racist. But if you
from the bird's eye view,
bird's eye view, which Garfield would have eaten. Yeah. You can't do bird's eye view racism when Garfield's literally a cat. You know what I mean?
True. Yeah, he would have gotten that. Yeah.
Bird's eye view, racist cat movie. Single in, very funny for adults to say, haha, that kid's movie's racist.
Right. Yeah. So good for the kids.
Good for the whole family, I'd say. If you want a little bit, really? Here's my overall review of Garfield. If you want to take your kid to a nice movie, but also see a little bit of racism, Garfield's the movie for you. Although it might have been Samuel L. Jackson that played the father. It's one of the two.
Okay. Are you getting them mixed up right now?
Those two.
Why would you get them confused, man?
Bird's eye, this seems racist. If you tunnel in, I just always get them confused because they're the 2 main black actors other than Kevin Hart.
Yeah. Does that make it less racist that you're not familiar with
It is, yes.
Black actors?
I'm not racist. Actresses? I watched The Equalizer the other week. All right.
All right. Well, have you watched Medea, buddy?
I have. I watched Medea Christmas.
Well, then I think you're good.
I think I'm at the clear.
Only one?
Yeah, I got plenty of black friends. Medea, Samuel L. Jackson. It's a one-way friendship, but I'm good friends with them.
I enjoy their company a lot. They haven't met me, but they're great.
Also, I'm an AMC A-list member. I don't mean to brag, so we got to see this movie for free. But every week we go to a movie, and I get popcorn every time. And every day after, my piss smells like popcorn. Ugh. Which I thought was very, very intriguing.
Like just straight up like the butter that they put in there?
Yeah. There's only 2 things that change the scent of my piss, and it's buttered popcorn and asparagus. So I have I have a Febreze soft, like a air freshener that I can make my penis with 2 foods.
Only two. Is it only the movie theater popcorn?
Yeah. If I eat regular home popcorn, it doesn't do the trick. But if I eat a gallon of movie theater popcorn, maybe that's the trick. I've never sat down at home and ate a gallon of popcorn.
Yeah, you need to be eating more popcorn to see if it works.
I think that's the trick. I need to be at home paying $20 for a gallon of popcorn in my own home.
Yeah. So you saw the movie for free. You're an AMC member?
AMC A-list member. Get it correct. I'm better than you.
Member.
I'm better than you. I'm an AMC A-list member.
Yeah. Okay, you're better than me, and I'm a piece of shit. I'm garbage and trash on the side of the road. You spit on me.
Instead, you have to pay $12 for every ticket you pay to go to the movie theater. Instead, I pay $25 a month because I'm rich.
And so, you get a free movie ticket?
3 a week. I can see 3 movies a week.
3 movies a week. How many?
No one's doing that. So really, I see 1 a week. So I make a $10 profit every month. Except I have to watch the movies, otherwise it's not worth it. So really, I'm getting scammed. I was gonna say,
but you're not making a profit. Like,
if you
still
about
got to see the movies. Like you're getting a big discount, but you're not profiting by any means.
If you think about it, bird's eye view. I am making a profit.
If you don't shut the hell up about the bird's eye view.
It's just how...
Did the shit the other week we recorded.
I know.
You said bird's eye view. Bird's eye view? Actually, bird's eye view? No, that doesn't... That's not an actual perspective change.
Philosophically, bird's eye view is how you should be viewing your own life. Everyone's in the first person, but really need to be in the third person, observing, learning, and that's me.
Well, no, I think you should be in the bird's eye view, not the third person. Actually,
bird's eye view is
totally different thing.
Except you're looking down, not not like like a third person shooter games where you're kind of like outside the guy.
Yeah,
that would be a third. But take a bird's eye view, and now everything's 2D. I'm viewing the world in 2D. You're still stuck in 3D. Right.
Bird's eye is like top down, but listen, I'm also big into philosophy. You're forgetting the part where bird's eye is also like you got to imagine yourself with like a belly full of worms too.
Yeah, my belly's full.
You got kids to go and feed and throw up on them. So.
Fuck! I forgot to sit on my kids today.
So that's a big distinction between third person and bird's eye right there.
I mean, I've not sat on my kids, but I did leave the kids at the pool today. If you know what I mean. I shit.
Do I?
I shit.
Good. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, piss smelling like popcorn, dude.
Yeah, it's a Yankee Candle insert for your car.
Wait. Actually, so you're telling me you pay $25 a month? You got this membership. You can see 3 movies a week, but every time you go, you get the big bucket of popcorn.
Yeah, so I pay $7.
How much is
that? So here's another little tip for you. Because I'm an AMC A-list member, I get a large popcorn for the price of a medium, and same with the drink. So I pay $17 every week to get a large popcorn and a large soda. But it's the price of the medium. So really, I'm probably saving like $10 there.
Yeah, you're not saving much at the end of the day.
Yeah,
like it's still got you to come and see a movie and buy like concessions every single week. Yeah,
I'm losing a lot of money. I'm spending $300 a month in popcorn. My cholesterol is so high.
Have you thought about not doing that?
See, I've done it once where I went to the gas station and got some gummy worms, but I'm diabetic, so it's a lose-lose either way. Either I'm killing myself or killing my pocketbook. Yeah.
Maybe you could do you think if you got enough those you break those hand heaters that you put in your coat pockets, if you get enough of those piled up and bring in like a little skillet and pour in the kernels, you could pop your own popcorn while you're at your seat?
Even better, I'll buy a electric jacket from Temu for about $5, and then those are a fire hazard anyway. It will catch on fire in the movie theater, and then I'll have popcorn plus a lawsuit.
Nice. Oh, dude, those torch lighters. You could just use one of those directly on each kernel of popcorn.
They search me while I'm going to the theater, and they're like, "Sir, why do you have a cigar lighter? What, we can't smoke cigars inside anymore?"
Since when? I didn't know you couldn't smoke inside.
No, I wasn't going to steal your popcorn. I was going to catch the place on fire. All right, sir, you can come on in. Just as long as you're going to pay $17 for popcorn, you can catch the place on fire. Oh, come on right in.
$17 for the popcorn, dude. That's all they need.
We don't care what you do in this goddamn theater as long as you pay $17 for popcorn. No, I don't care if you fuck in the theater. Honestly, we recommend it as long as you're using butter as lube. It's okay. We don't give a shit.
Dude, I don't think that... Don't they salt the butter too?
Yeah, they do.
I'm gonna recommend don't do that. I'm gonna recommend that.
Well, you could probably...
Listen, I'm not an AMC A-list member, but I'm gonna recommend don't use the salted butter as lube. Just as an expert opinion.
They also sell gourmet popcorn now for about $30, so I'll probably get that if I'm going to use it for fucking.
Gourmet popcorn. You're telling me they make gourmet popcorn?
You know, like ranch flavored and caramel flavored.
Dude, these movie theaters they gotta do something else, man. I don't know.
The thing is, I
don't know who they're getting with the gourmet $30 popcorn.
As long as you're an AMC A-list member and you pay $17 a week for popcorn, you can do whatever you want in there. It's a free zone. It's a demilitarized zone. You can do whatever you want. It's just there's no laws. It's maritime law.
It's a good deal is what I'm hearing then.
Yeah. I think technically,
not for the movie, but because you can do whatever you want.
You could do whatever you want. I think the AMC is considered like ocean or something, because every AMC you can just go in there, buy something, no laws, no extradition.
Yeah.
If you stay in that AMC, you're never going to get arrested.
I think
they can't extradite you from an AMC theater. I've looked it up. As long as you buy $17 worth of popcorn, they can't take you out of there.
Only if you do popcorn though. Like if I spend like maybe like $6 on a pack of candy, am I safe or no?
You got to do popcorn, and then you can be. Edward Snowden might not be in fucking Russia. He might be in an AMC theater somewhere.
he is, man. He's buying popcorn daily and just laying around.
Yeah. He's just using NordVPN to make it seem like he's in Russia, but really he's in an AMC in Pennsylvania.
He cracked the code. He really did.
What he leaked wasn't like he didn't care about all the other stuff he got leaked. What he found in the NSA files is that AMC is the safest place in the world.
Does AMC have a military force in order to protect their?
Listen,
or are we just relying on the graciousness of any other country to not bomb the shit out of every AMC in the U.S.?
They got a bunch of those cardboard cutouts to promote their movies. I'm not sure if that's real Transformers or fake, because they might be able to do some damage. They got Transformers 1 coming out, and they got these big cardboard cutouts of them. They might be able to do some damage if they get airstriked or something.
Yeah, like any like satellite image that they have, they just see all of these like movie stars standing there, like looking back at the satellite. They're like, "Fuck, they got Optimus Prime and Jason Bourne. I don't think we can do anything."
Fuck, they're re-showing Terminator 2 this week. They have the Terminator on their side.
They got Terminator on set, dude. Oh fuck.
The IMAX might be just a big bomb shelter. That's why it's such good picture quality, because if you get stuck in there forever, they want you to be able to experience everything. So it's just a big bomb shelter.
Does IMAX have a monthly subscription program?
No. They have IMAX theaters at the AMC, and I'm allowed to see those for free as well.
Oh, they do?
As long as I pay $25 a month, I can see them all for free.
So AMC is the way to go, is what I'm hearing.
That's what I've not compared Cinemark or anything, because AMC just happened to be the closest theater to me. But AMC might be the way to go.
All right, yeah. That's a lot to think about, dude. A lot of stuff to percolate on here.
If your girlfriend starts yapping
I might
her
be
mouth,
dropping $25 a month.
If she starts yapping her mouth, go to AMC. Mm-hmm. You can do whatever you want.
Fuck yeah.
Make sure you buy the popcorn, though. It's your treat.
Yeah. Because if she buys it, then I can't do whatever I want, and I don't want to get stuck in that situation where she's doing whatever she wants, and I got to sit there and watch.
Exactly.
That's the last thing I want to be doing. But I have not been going in to any movie theaters, but I did find quite possibly the greatest movie of all time recently.
What's that?
So it wasn't made through a major production company or anything like that. It was pretty much I'm gonna say solo film, but there was a few people who worked on it, but very small group.
Serbian film?
No, it was not Serbian film. It came out this year, actually.
Okay.
But it's called Hundreds of Beavers, and they did it's a black and white movie.
Everything you're saying makes it seem like a smut film.
Only maybe 4 words of dialogue, and that's it.
The rest is fucking.
No, there's no fucking in it. But it's basically it's a slapstick comedy, so it's one long Looney Tunes episode. But when I say that this was genuinely one of the funniest things I've ever seen, I mean that. Which is crazy to say, I told you the circumstances of the movie. Uh-huh. Yeah, it was incredibly funny. I was engaged throughout the whole hour and 40 minutes. I was laughing throughout the whole thing.
This is called Beavers? Hundreds of Beavers?
Hundreds of Beavers, yeah. Do you want a little backstory here? A little intro to what's going on?
No, actually, I want to hear what the 4 words of dialogue are said. That's all I want to hear.
Hundreds of beavers is no. Actually, he doesn't say that out loud. But
he doesn't say
somebody does say somebody does say hundreds of beavers.
Okay.
There is one beaver at one point says what the hell? That's in there. that's one of them. But it's like all like real people, but it's like low quality because it's like a small production company, dude. But it works in its favor, man. It really does.
Now here's my question: if it's a small production company, how do they afford hundreds of beavers to be on set?
Well, I think almost all of the beavers were like, my estimate is like 2 to 4 people played all of the animals. That's my estimate, and I think what they did is they had those people like in the animal costumes because it's like they're like shitty animal costumes. So I think they used those like 2 to 4 people for most, if not every scene. Might have been 6. I think there's one scene where there's like 6 of them, and it like wouldn't be realistic to like place that image back on there.
Yeah,
you know?
Of course, it wouldn't be realistic.
But I think most of them were just like they recorded it and then like pasted the same guys doing like different stuff.
Okay. All right, a lot of green screen in this movie. I like it.
Dude, I'm telling you got to go on Amazon. I think it's like, I don't know how many bucks it is to rent it, but it was like 15 to buy it. I bought it. I knew it would be worth it going in, dude. I've watched it 3 times already. Fucking love it, dude.
You know, I want hundreds of beavers saved on my Amazon account forever, actually.
I do. I really do, man. Where else am I going to watch it? You can't get it anywhere else, dude.
And it's in black and white?
Yeah. It's black and white, dude. Do you want my Amazon login? I'll let you watch it.
Yeah, kind of.
Actually, we should probably like, I'll stream it and we can like sit in a call and watch together. Would you like that?
Yeah, a little watch party. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
And then if it's worth the $15, I will then purchase it as well.
I think you might, to be honest. I watched it the first time like on my own. Fucking loved it. Next day, I like told my girlfriend Kaylee, I was like, "Hey, you got to watch this movie." She loved it. She was giggling throughout the whole thing, so I know for a fact it's not just a boy movie.
It's a girl movie as well.
It's an all-round movie. It's not gore. It's like you drop a tree on some beavers and like some stuffing flies out.
Now, that could be an innuendo. You know? Dropping some wood on some beaver.
Yeah.
This might be one big innuendo for having sex. I think the whole movie is an innuendo at this point, based on what you've given me.
Everything I told, like every time I told people, I'm like, hey, I watched this movie called Hundreds of Beavers.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, that's a big gangbang. Or like, oh, you watched that?
Was that just your dad that said that? That sounds exactly what your dad said.
My dad did say. He did say it, but there were a good number of other people who also said it.
But those were the exact words that your dad would use to describe that title.
All right. Stop acting like you know Brian. You know Brian. You do. You know him so
and you
well.
kind of whispered it too.
Yeah. Don't tell your mother, but that's a big gangbang.
And then Cindy was there and she said, "Oh, stop it."
She'd be like, "Oh my gosh. Yeah. Are you serious?" It's probably closing in on top 5, dude, with how much I want to share that experience with people. It's insane, dude. It's insane.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. But you can't say that about Garfield and your fucking popcorn piss.
If you want to have a Garfield, I would say you would want to watch it if you want bird's eye racism. I do really feel like I think we haven't tapped into the philosophical reasoning for this bird's eye view thing. I think that it could go somewhere. We could be the next Plato and Socrates and fucking Aquinas. You know Aquinas?
I don't think we are. I don't know shit about Aquinas.
Aquinas? I only know Aquinas because my philosophy professor went to the Aquinas School of Philosophy.
Yeah?
In Louisiana.
And what did Aquinas say? What did he do?
Some bullshit about God and other stuff. You know, the usual.
Yeah. Yeah. But we're really onto something over here, right?
It was like, God, if God's real, he would be the best thing you can imagine, but you can't imagine the best thing, so like he's better than whatever you can imagine.
For sure. Yeah.
I think that's what Aquinas said. Something about God being like imaginary, but also like better than imagination.
But better than anything you could imagine.
Yeah.
Fuck. Aquinas was spitting, man. He was really spitting for that one.
My philosophy professor, he because it's all about, philosophy is mostly about God, and like whether he's real or not is what I would say. That's what I would sum up philosophy to be.
I mean, it was like, yeah, I feel like starting out, that's what the big thing was, because so many people were believers of something, right? So everybody was like proving or disproving God. But I mean, there's so many people that branched off from that. I wouldn't say it's mostly about that.
I would say it's mostly that. Now, my professor in college, I slept through most of my classes. So at the end of the day, I was like, I don't give a shit. That was actually the one I couldn't sleep during because he would yell at me. He'd be like, Liam, are you sleeping? And I'm like, fuck, you know my name? This is...
Why do you know my name, dude? Stop.
Was I dreaming? Did a professor just say my name? I don't talk to any of you guys.
Dude, I did have a couple of professors that would do that. Like I'd doze off and they'd say something and I was like, are you serious right now?
Yeah.
Like I came to your class. Can you ask me for more than that? I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think you can.
Legally,
I'm paying $14,000 a year to nap. That's what I'm doing right now. Let me nap. This is the most expensive nap I'll ever take. I'll never get this opportunity again.
I'm going to soak it up. I'm going to soak up this nap. Okay?
Yeah. Now if I nap at work, I'm going to get paid to nap. Instead, I want to pay thousands of dollars to nap all day long.
That nap feels so much better than getting paid to nap, dude. Because you got to enjoy it. You got to soak up every moment. You're getting paid to nap, dude? Like, fuck, I can nap whenever I want. I'm getting paid.
It's kind of like the richest you'll ever feel is napping during a class that you're paying for.
Yeah.
I'll never be that upper class, but that's the closest I'll be, is just getting paid, paying to nap in a college classroom.
Yeah, that's the best you'll get.
I'll never get a Bugatti.
Close, dude.
I'll never get a mansion. I got being able to pay to sleep.
I mean, really, if we're thinking about it, like how many rich people pay to sleep? Probably none of them, dude.
So probably really, it's we were not upper class. We were the upperest class.
Yeah, we were upper class, high society, right there.
Yeah, I almost got the invitation to the island because I was napping during class. They were like confused. They were like, "Wait, is he fucking paying to nap? No one does that. He must be powerful. He must be rich.
He's supposed to be here, right?" Did he sign up? Did somebody talk to this guy? We need him here right now.
That might be fun to go to colleges now because you could just walk into a class, just go in there and sleep.
Well, I feel like the best thing to do would be find like a big lecture hall and go in on the first day and then like pop in occasionally just to take your nap. Yeah. But dude, if you come in on a test day, like that's what'll fuck you up because then they'll get your test and it's like they'll like try to find your name and like put in a grade, but you can't do that shit.
That might be fun to go to college and take a test, like a class you already took. Just figure out when test day is, take it, turn it in, and they're like, he just took a test for fun? He doesn't even go here.
He's not enrolled in my class. What the fuck is this? Like, I don't think that would be, like, I don't think the impression on the professor would be strong enough to, like, get any enjoyment outside of just imagining what they're thinking, you know? Yeah. Like, I don't think you could go back in and they'd be like, hey, you're that motherfucker who aced my exam and aren't even, like, enrolled here. Do you want a job, dude?
It's Goodwill Hunting. We Goodwill Hunting this shit. Just go in there, act dumb as shit, be like, just sleep and throw all the classes. I take the test. Yeah. It's like, this is the best score we've ever seen.
You're an unparalleled genius. Where did you come from?
Little do they know I cheated on the entire thing because I can't get kicked out.
Right. You could just easily cheat. Just because there was no like nerves of like, oh, I can't cheat or I'm going to get kicked out. That's the only reason people get caught is because they're worried about getting caught.
If I'm just like flagrantly cheating, they're not going to be like, oh, that guy's cheating. They're going to be like, no, he's supposed to be doing that, I guess, because he's doing it so confidently.
Wait, what did you smell like when you were cheating?
Flagrant.
You were so fragrantly cheating? What scent did you have on, dude?
Fuck, I wish I knew perfumes. I can tell you one. Axe body spray? Is that a perfume?
Tommy Romeo.
You say cummy tummy?
Cummy. Did
You
you actually think I just said that?
Yeah.
Is that what you heard?
Cummy tummy.
I said Tommy Romeo.
That is a good scent.
And you heard
that slight bleachy,
cummy tummy.
salsy looking smell. That cum on a tummy.
Yeah, that's my favorite scent, dude.
It's not bad. If you could just have that as puff throughout your whole car. If you get a new car and you just get the fragrance, that's just cummy tummy on a pine tree.
Cummy tummy, bro.
You can make your own scent.
I'd buy it, honestly.
You can like go to a website and they, like tell them what scent you want. I wonder if you could just be like, I want, that smell when there's cum on a stomach.
Do they like custom make like the title on it for you?
Yeah, you can name it whatever you want.
So I mean, even if they don't make the cummy tummy smell for you, you can at least get the words on there, and people will be like,
that's what this podcast should have been named, Cummy Tummy. We think of all the good names after the fact.
I know, right?
We're stuck with Shower Party,
not Cummy Tummy.
And instead of how we used to have the shower curtain behind us, instead we'd just be on the couch after jerking off together. We'd just cum on our stomachs, just talking, just goofing around while the cum was on our tummy.
We'd have like an OnlyFans section for after that. So we'd do the full episode, and then we'd be like, hey, like it's about that time, so go subscribe and you can check out the after party. It's just us to completion, and then we're like, fucking Wednesdays, dude, huh?
They only get to see the cleanup.
They can't see the jerk?
They get to watch us limboing to the bathroom so none of the cum spills, and then taking a paper towel and just wiping it off. But there's still some in the belly button. Like, you gotta get deep in there.
Yeah. And would we be, like, jerking each other off, or is it, like, solo, but together?
No, why would we do that?
Oh, sorry.
We're two straight dudes jerking off in the same room. That's what we're doing.
No, my bad. I didn't know if it'd be like more efficient that way or something. Yeah, no.
I mean, it would be kind of more efficient if we both used because if we close our eyes and then just use our left hand or like non-dominant hand, it would feel like we're not even touching a penis, kind of, because you're not like, you don't really have the dexterity in your non-dominant hand. So if we jerked each other off with our non-dominant hand, it kind of wouldn't be gay.
And your non-dominant would be left, and mine would be right, so it would work out.
It actually would work out perfectly where we could jerk
left.
Each other off, and we wouldn't even know it.
We wouldn't even know it. If I closed my eyes, what if I put like a latex glove on or something? Like, I wouldn't even feel it.
I don't even think you need to do that. I feel like it's a non-dominant hand. You just do it bare. I feel like you just touch my dick with your bare hand, just for my sensation, because my dick is my dominant dick. It's not like I have another one, so I need the full sensation of a hand on there. But I could just it's your non-dominant, so you don't have as much feeling.
I've got a non-dominant dick and a dominant balls, so a dominant sack. That's what I'm working with, just me personally.
Yeah, I'm right balled. That's my. If I were like playing a sport or something, it's my right ball. That's the one I'd go forward with first.
Yeah. Oh, dude. So Kaylee's daughter. Actually, I'm gonna stop saying. I'm just gonna say, hey, my daughter. I'm just gonna take the full on responsibility now of saying that's my daughter, right?
All right. I'm gonna edit all that out, so now it's gonna just sound weird that you just randomly got a kid.
No, dude, people at home, like, you gotta check out the Shower Party podcast. Like, it's about this guy accepting and growing into the responsibilities of fatherhood.
It is called Shower
You gotta
Party.
Check it out, dude. It's called
like
Shower Party.
Shower.
And he called the 4-year-old girl his daughter for the first time. It was pretty crazy, dude. It was so fucking funny. So yeah, she turned 4. She had her birthday, and like on her actual birthday, me and Kaylee took her to Chuck E. Cheese. You know, she had some good playtime. She had a blast over there.
How is it over there?
Dude, it was like empty in the one we went to.
Okay.
And like I'm gonna say it's like a third of the games, because they've got like an actual games side, and then they've got like the rides over on another section by like where the stage is and stuff like that. It's like almost a third of the games are like first of all, there's no coins anymore. You just have a card.
What?
And it's unlimited play, and you just scan the card, right?
This fucking so change it too much. What the fuck?
I know, dude. So no coins. You don't get to put the coins in. You just scan the card, and half the games are like you press a button one time and then something happens, and it just tells you like how many tickets you got.
This is just Dave & Buster's. Just go to Dave & Buster's.
Which is
now.
fucked up.
If there's no tokens,
honestly,
does it look like it was still looked like in the early 2000s?
Dude, honestly, it was my first time in Chuck E. Cheese's.
I only went once as a kid, so.
Yeah, so like I know it's changed, and there were like some games that I knew were like newer, but yeah, that was like a third of the games. It was like one of those like coin ones, and you like press one button, or like you got to stop the wheel, so you just press one button, and I'm like, that's not a game, dude. That's not a game, right?
Yeah, I don't like this. The red's changing too much. He doesn't know where he came from anymore.
Not anymore, man. Dude, but me and Kaylee killed it. Like Zoe would get like started on a game, she would scan her card and then like start playing the game, but she wouldn't like finish it. Like she didn't care about the result. She would just like press a button or like move some shit and then walk away. And we were like, dude, you got to finish the game.
We need these fucking tickets. We need that teddy bear for home.
We do, but I think it was just an hour of like unlimited play that we had with the one card. Me and Kaylee got, I think it was 807 tickets, which is pretty good, dude.
What'd you get?
Pretty good.
Well, what did the kid get in the end?
Yeah, she got like this. Oh, it's like one of those balloon toys, but it's like a hedgehog. So it's like almost like a balloon, but you squeeze it and like it like pokes out.
Yeah.
And it's got all like the spikes on the back. Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say she got 3 plastic spiders and 2 Jolly Ranchers.
No,
but the ones that are worth like 2 tickets that are like the plastic spiders.
Yeah, we were trying to show her like the 800 ticket section, but she kept pointing at the lollipop, and we were like, dude, we can get a lollipop. Like, if you want a lollipop, you can have one, but also like, if you spend any tickets, you can't get one from the 800 section. So fucking back. But yeah, so we killed it, dude. I feel like 800 tickets, not bad. I kept topping on the Cars game, the Cars racing game.
Yeah.
Yeah, kept picking Guido, dude. I was kicking ass in that game.
I think this is how like nepotism works, or like this is what Joe Biden experienced throughout his life. He started or like a Hunter Biden. He started a game and then walked away, and he's like, and the dad was like, "Fuck, I gotta finish that game so we can get the tickets."
Yeah, like, pretty much, dude.
Fuck, I gotta finish this deal in Russia so my kid can get $3 million. You're setting her up for a life of failure, is what I'm saying. You need her to get her own ticket.
Hey, she's 4, dude. She's 4. I'm not gonna expect her to lock in on a game that it's like she can't really understand, dude. There's just a wheel spinning, and she like just sees numbers. She doesn't know. She doesn't care which number it lands on. She's just like, boom.
Brandon, what happens when she's 30 years old and she has a multi-million-dollar deal with the president of Russia, and she just walks away from it? She says, "This is exactly like the Cars game."
That's gonna be on her, because I'm not gonna be standing there in whatever fucking meeting that is. What is she even doing that she's dealing with Russia?
It's whatever.
I need some context, dude.
The only politics I know right now are Hunter Biden and his mischievous endeavors. All right, that's the only thing I have to add to this conversation. If we can't relate this 4-year-old kid that has nothing to do with Hunter Biden to Hunter Biden, then I don't know where else we're gonna go.
I already told you like this part of the story. I texted you because it was like so bothersome to me. But we get to the playground too, right? We took her to Chuck E. Cheese's, okay? She took a nap. We go to the park, okay? Great fucking birthday, if I do say so myself. What more could a kid want? Yeah. Nothing. She got everything she wanted, okay? So we're at the playground, and there's like some punk-ass kids at the playground, right? And like they weren't doing anything wrong necessarily.
How old?
But they were like 13 to 15, maybe. That's my guess.
So when you texted me, I thought they were like 16 to 17. That got me more angry.
No. I'm going to say 13 to 15 is like where I'm confident saying what I think they, like how old they were. But they were like just kind of on the playground, but they were like talking to each other, and they were like saying pretty loud. They were being like, "Oh, like, yeah, she's a fat bitch. Like, nah, I ain't getting pussy from her." Or like, "Nah, you're fucking rich, dude. Get the fuck out of here."
You have to say all this in a kid's voice because they're hitting puberty, so their voice is cracking while they're saying all this stuff.
nah, that's one fat bitch. I ain't getting pussy from her. Yeah, that was pretty much what it was.
Right when they say bitch, they're just like,
so Kaylee like acted pretty fast. Like her mom instincts kicked in, and she was like, "I'm not having that." And so she like said something. She said something to the boys. She's like, "Hey, like there's a little kid around here. Like watch your mouths. Like it's super disrespectful to be saying stuff like that right now, right?" Which these kids, I'm going to tell you something, they were not responsive to that at all.
I bet. They're going to take that from that bitch, am I right?
Like, I think in hindsight, if I just walked up and I was like, hey, guys, if you could just, like, lower the volume on at least the curse words while my daughter's, like, right here, I'd really appreciate it if you could do that for me, you know? I feel like they would have at least had some respect with somebody, like, treating them like a person.
Or you could go up to him and be like, if I say the N-word right now, right here in front of you, and you guys can't record it, well, you guys shut up and leave.
Right. Like, I could have done something so that at least, like, they wouldn't have been loud enough for Zoe to hear, right?
Yeah, like, but obnoxiously cursing while you're talking to them. Be like, man, bitch, why don't you guys, like, shut up and shit? So you gain their respect verbally. Yeah,
like, something could have been done. But, like, that mom mode of, like, saying they were disrespectful kids, like, I feel like sent the one kid off, dude. Because he, like, from then on, it was, like, every, like, minute, every 30 seconds, every minute, he would just go, bitch. Like, loud as fuck, dude.
She put him on a timer.
Yeah, she did. And he would, like, wouldn't be like super close to us, but like close enough that we could hear. And he was like hiding in the playground, like by the slides and shit. So we couldn't see him, but just like from a slide out of nowhere, just bitch.
Bird's eye. This is a hilarious sketch where he just like whack-a-moles out of the slide and shit, where he just keeps saying bitch.
Like bird's eye. Yeah, it is funny as fuck. But like it was so frustrating in the moment. Cause listen, Liam, I didn't know what I could do. Right. Yeah.
It's 13-year-old. You can't lay your hands on him.
Yeah, as I'm supposed to be like the protector of this family, right? As I'm growing into this fatherhood role, as the audience loves to see, and it's their favorite and funniest part of this podcast, right? I'm like, what do I do to like handle this situation? I was like, I feel like I can't do anything because I was so ready. Like I've never been more ready to beat a child's ass in my entire life. Like I was never more ready.
Yeah.
I was never more ready, man. Fucking fuming. So I like partially didn't trust myself if I walked up there and like confronted them. Like if they said some shit back to me, I didn't really trust myself to not like get physical with the kid. Like I was fucking mad, dude.
You could have just bullied them in like everything that was ever said to you as a kid. Like call their shoes gay. And like
that would have been the whole thing. Your shoes are fucking gay, dude. See how gay your shoes are? That shit's gay.
Just call their shoes gay. Just call them fat.
You're fat and gay. And I'd say the F word too, honestly. I'd say it to him. I wouldn't say it now, but I'd say it to him. So yeah, we had to deal with that.
You have to weaponize your F words, your F slurs.
Yeah, really got to weaponize them.
It's like the nuke. I have the codes to it. I can use it whenever I want, but I have to be, I don't want to destroy the whole world.
Yeah, you got to be careful with when you use it. You got to make sure it's worth it, right? So it was like the entire time, dude. And there was at one point like Zoe like walked by because Zoe was not listening. She was not paying attention. Like she's in her own little world. So she like walked close to them and like wanted to go on something. And so like I looked the kid dead in the eye who kept doing it. And I was like, hey Zoe, I was like, say excuse me. And he like fucking like looked down and he was like and fucking ran away. I was like, you won't even look at me, dude? Look at me. No, look me in the eyes, you piece of shit. And like when we were leaving, I didn't see the main blonde kid who was actually saying the shit, but his one buddy was there. So I gave him this like death stare, like the best I could do a death stare. I don't know how good it was. I'm not going to do it again. I don't know.
Just give him doe eyes. You look like Bambi to him.
I felt like it was pretty good, No, that's my natural state. I know it was different from that because it's me all the time, dude. Get real.
You gave him the look of your mom just got shot in the field. Just what?
So yeah, I gave that kid a look. Didn't even know that the other kid was looking. And like this was the point where it was like hardest to like not say anything. But he was like, "Oh, are you angry?" And I was like,
that guy said that?
Fucker. No, it was the dumbass blonde kid who like I couldn't see because he was in the playground. It was so frustrating, dude. Yes, he said that.
He said it like that too? Like angry?
Yes.
He got
like,
your ass, dude.
Are
I'm
you
sorry.
So angry?
That was their
I
playground
know,
after he said
dude.
that to you.
I know. And then they like
He
fucking
owned
followed
your
us to our car pretty much from a distance. It was fucked up.
That's a
man.
future rapist. He's like, I'm going to nag you and then follow you to your car.
It was crazy, man.
He was practicing for the future. This was his Navy SEAL moment. He was practicing on the island. And when he gets 20 years old, he's going to be a nuisance.
He is going to be. Like, I really wanted to, like, I wanted to beat his ass, dude, and, like, teach him some common sense respect. Like, I don't know what it was, but whatever he needed to learn. Like, I wanted to make that happen. He was
carrying the boats on the playground. Who's going to carry the boats? I'm going to carry the boats.
Dude, but I can't imagine, like, being in that mindset, like, that kid committing so hard to just being a dick. Like, he had nothing better to do. He was bored out of his mind. He was thankful when Kaylee said something to him. He was like, fucking finally, I can target somebody. I can ruin their day. Yeah. I can be relentless. Like, fucking dick, dude.
Finally, I get to practice my future endeavors of being a sex pest to women. I can just learn how to annoy people to death.
God, finally some sex pest practice. I've been waiting all week for this.
Yeah, that's wild. Just to like hear someone say please and then just be like, actually no, I'm gonna keep on doing this.
Well, yeah, I didn't say anything after Kaylee said what she said, but
yeah.
Even after somebody being like, "Hey, like, there's a kid around here," like, I would have been like, "Yeah, I'll probably watch my mouth."
Yeah, I would have shut up. I would have been like, "Oh shit, I don't want." I would have said, "Oh no," I would have said, "Oh shit, there's a kid around."
Yeah,
I would have been like, I didn't realize. I don't want to rile these people up. Do you remember when we were in like, I gotta say 4th or 5th grade, and you tried to make me sign a no cursing pact with you?
Really?
We only cursed at school. Yeah, we only cursed at school because if we went home and cursed, we would have gotten yelled at. So we only did it at school. And you were like, "Hey man, I don't think we should curse for the next few weeks at least. Could you like do that with me?" And I was like, "No."
Really? I did that?
Yeah.
Man, I was such a sweet kid, dude.
You lasted like 2 days too. It was like you couldn't even follow through with it.
I had a good heart though. My heart was in the right place, man.
Yeah. You remember in Mr. O's class when he was in the small class over by the sink?
Uh-huh.
That's where you asked me.
Was it?
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
You're like, "Hey man, we should stop cursing for a couple weeks." I was like, "No."
Why do you think I did
I'm
that?
having too much fun with all these new words I learned.
I'm having too much fun saying bitch and also cock.
Yeah.
You think I'm going to stop that?
Maybe you did it for Lent or something. Like, you definitely gave up Twinkies for Lent, but then under your breath, you're like, you didn't want to tell your parents, but you're like, I'm also giving up cursing.
Maybe, dude. Man, what happened to that kid? He was such a good guy. Giving up Twinkies and cursing for Lent? Be real, dude.
That's a lot.
Nobody else is doing that much. Nobody else is doing that much.
God loved you that year.
Well, he did for 2 days, yeah.
Yeah. And then you probably also ate a Twinkie. Man, you loved those Twinkies.
So.
I had a Twinkie for the first.
Much?
Yeah, you had one like every day for lunch.
For
a while.
Shot.
For a while. Like, it was multiple years where you had like a Twinkie every day.
A couple years?
Yeah. It was at least 2 or 3.
That's why I was so fat, dude.
I had a Twinkie for the first time last week in a while. They're not as good as I remember.
Dude, they suck now.
I don't think they changed the recipe. They just got older.
Hey, I don't eat a lot of Twinkies anymore, but they suck now.
You should get a box and try them out.
I've been keeping up with the recipe changes, and they fucked that shit up.
They changed out the fucking glycerin? Like, what the fuck are they trying to do, dog?
It's ridiculous, man. Give me the old Twinkies.
Wait, what size are your feet? I've been meaning to ask this.
Size 10.
Sweet. We both have small feet.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, what size you got?
11 and 11 and a half, depends on the shoe. I like to say 11 and a half.
That's bigger than mine, dude.
But I'm taller than you. I should have bigger feet. My bowling shoe, 11 and a half. Because I'm not going to say out loud that I'm an 11.
You just got to deal with the 11 and a half every time.
I got to deal with the extra toes length of room in the 11 and a half. Because I don't want to say out loud it's just an 11.
Really? You're like embarrassed by that?
Yeah, I've told you this before. It's my high arches. Feet, but everyone says dick size. Everyone says dick size correlates.
I don't care.
But I have a high arch. That's the thing. If you flatten down my foot,
unless Rachel's gonna tell you that you have a small dick after you get your shoes at bowling, I don't think you have to worry. Like anybody else, like what does it matter, dude? They haven't seen it.
I'm gonna start saying I have a size 16 shoe at bowling alleys.
See if they have a pair.
Yeah, I'm size 16. I don't know if you guys can. Oh, you don't have size. Okay, I can probably fit into an 11 and a half.
I'll make it work, dude. I'll make it work. They're like, no, we've got like up to 14. I'll give you a 14. No, the 11 and a half will probably be easier to squeeze into.
If I like fold my toes down, I think it's perfectly an 11 and a half.
It's just how it works out, dude. I'll take it. Don't worry about it. They're 16. They're 16.
Can we take your other shoes? We'll just keep them in a safe space for you. No, actually, I want to hold on to mine as I quickly rub off the size on the tongue. No, actually, I don't want anyone to see my shoes.
Like that's gonna keep them from knowing. Yeah. It's not the actual size of the shoe, you know. Size 16. That'd be funny if you walked into a bowling alley and just kept some baby shoes on you and acted like you were taking them off. Here are these for you, sir.
This is the end of episode 102 of the Shower Party Podcast. Think about how much fun you had watching us from a bird's eye view. Yep. They are bird's eye viewers if you think about it. They're not with us.
Man, they really are. They're looking at us from like our ceilings and stuff, and they're so full of worms.
We should do an episode where the camera's above us so they can watch us from a bird's eye. And they can watch me rearrange my dick 20 times an episode.
Why does your dick get so out of place?
It grows and shrinks all the time. I would say within an hour, my dick grows and shrinks 4 inches. It goes...
There's no way it does, bro.
My dick's a slinky throughout, but like a time lapse. If you time lapse my dick, it'd be a slinky. Like, it would just be going...
You're lying, dude.
Tell a friend how much fun you had.
Tell a friend.
See you next week.
Yeah, see ya.
All right.